has 1 trillion tons of freshwater ice, released last July, the size of Luxembourg, and 4 times the size of London, has it created favorable conditions resulting in an overall influence on weather patterns, say, to manifest the hurricanes we are now seeing, Harvey and Irma. Has it affected the oceanic thermal conveyor? Has the release of all that fresh water, as it melts rapidly, disturbed or has done harm to breeding patterns of oceanic life? Will the fishing industry suffer? Are certain species threatened? It has been postulated that such a large release of icy fresh water was a contributing factor in climate changes of the past, say the mini ice age, 700 years ago.
Some scientists believe the cause of the Little Ice Age had less to do with hot gas high in the Earth's atmosphere and more with cold water deep in its oceans. Their theory focuses on a phenomenon called the thermohaline circulation, or oceanic conveyor belt. The conveyor is a powerful flow of warm water that transports heat to northern latitudes. The Gulf Stream is just part of this massive global loop.
In essence, the way that it works is that surface waters of the ocean get warm in the tropics because there's a lot of sunlight there. Those waters flow, they're conveyed north about to the latitude of, let's say, Iceland. That's where they're losing a lot of heat to the atmosphere, so heat's being sucked out of the water.
The conveyor's momentum continues as the cooling water grows dense and sinks. It then flows south to maintain balance with the warm water flowing north at the surface. Some scientists believe the Little Ice Age occurred when natural forces disrupted the enormous flow. That the catalyst was a flood of fresh water from Arctic ice which melted during the medieval warm period.
The reason why people believe that the addition of fresh water can kill the conveyor is because you're basically messing with the salinity part of that equation. By adding lots of fresh water, you're making the surface waters less dense, and so no matter how cold you get them, they can't sink. And if they can't sink, it stops the conveyor.
If the conveyor stops, the effect on the Earth's climate could be catastrophic. Heat would no longer be transported to the atmosphere above the North Atlantic, and the prevailing eastward winds over the ocean would blow cold instead of warm air over the continent.
I am not saying we will have a mini ice age. I'm only wondering about the possible influence of 1 trillion tons of freshwater ice melting away in warmer waters, crippling the oceanic thermal conveyor.